Hey guys, Gaia from Team Tartarus here. Just gonna do a kind of quick video, but a helpful video. This is a side decking tips video. This should help you with going up against what today's in the meta. So let's go ahead and get this started. I'll show you the card and tell you an in-depth explanation of what it's good against and why. You can try running King Tiger Wang Hu in your side deck. I do. He doesn't hurt my deck at all. Really, I can play around him, and he's pretty beefy. 1700, and your opponent's not able to. Well, your opponent. Let me rephrase that. As long as it remains faceable in the field, destroy all monsters with an attack equal to 1400 or less that are normal summoned or special summoned. This kills wind-ups. Enough said. So King Tiger's good. This is kind of a card that's based on what you like and what your opinion is on what you think is meta today. Possessed Dark Soul. He's level 3, and this is what I think is really good about it because it's really, really good for Exceeds. Possessed Dark Soul. Level 3 Fiend. You can tribute him to take control of all face-up level 3 or lower monsters on your opponent's side of the field until they are destroyed or removed from the field. So this takes control of them forever. You waste a summon on him, kind of a waste, I guess, but, you know, I mean, if you have ways of special summoning him from the grave or something, you know, tribute him, take all their level 3s, Exceed with them, Synchro with them, whatever. And a lot of people are using level 3s this format because rank 3 is the best Exceed. That's been proven. Rank 3s are always the best. So, that's that. Thunder Kings. If you're going to run them in 2s to 3s. Thunder King is just such a good card, and I think it'll always be a staple for any side deck, period. Just, it's so good against everything. You get him first turn when you side him in BM2, or even if you main deck him, he's really good. Because it stops your opponent from being able to search through their deck. It crushes, well, not really crushes, but it does really good against my deck. Because if I can't special summon, well, if I can't search my deck, I can't get the stuff to my hand to set up for my plays. Which is true about a lot of decks today, so we'll have to just keep that in mind because he's got 1900 attack. He's a 1900 beater. Pretty good effect. You know, no one can add cards from the deck, and I contribute him to negate one of your special summons. So Thunder King is good. As you all know, Samurais are running rampant this format again. So I side in the hate for him. 2 Puppet Plants. Puppet Plant is good because you discard them from your hand, and it's kind of like mind control for their monsters, and all their monsters are warriors, so they go into that first turn Shien, and you draw into your Puppet Plant, take their Shien. I like to take it and Synchro with it for a level 8 or level 7, because it's fun. And then Kinetic Soldier, you get him out on the field, and their opponent doesn't, and someone using Sam's doesn't have an effect to get rid of him, they can't top him. He gets up to like 3350. Yeah, 3350 when he attacks a warrior type monster. So siding him in 1 to 2 if you don't have Puppet Plants or you don't like Puppet Plants and you're more of an offensive player, then or I'd say 1 and 1. You know, this wouldn't be bad. I just prefer to take my opponent's monster and use it for my own summons and stuff, but they're all level 3s. In case you didn't notice, level 3s. So they're still good for Exceeds and Synchros. Another side deck card that I think is still pretty stable, Effect Veilers. I'm not main decking them anymore because they're not absolutely needed main decked for this format because a lot of decks don't rely on their effects that happen on the field anymore. The only thing it really hits is wind-ups and the YuGiOhs. I hope I said that right. YuGiOh, whatever, YuGiOh. It hits them, and just Effect Veilers is just a staple. I'll never get rid of my Veilers because you never know when you could use them or if you need them, whatever. So Veiler's really good. Just discard from the hand, stop their stuff. You know, you're playing Chaos deck, ditch it, get a Light in the Grave, BLS, whatever. So Effect Veiler's good. Then we come to my side for Dark World hate. 2 DD Crows. This is pretty much true for any deck that needs the graveyard, that effects activate in the graveyard, that rely on using it. You DD Crow one of their things, and it kind of slows them down and kind of can eventually shut them down. Dark Worlds, they ditch the Grapha, uses effect, DD Crow, remove him, and they don't get their Grapha back. So DD Crow is pretty nice against Dark Worlds. Another thing, if you're having trouble with Dark Worlds to decide, would be like Dimensional Fissures or Macrocosmos. That's true with any deck that utilizes the graveyard and revolves around it. So that's it for the monsters that I think would be really good. Just quick video for stuff. On those spells that I think you could use, these I think are really underrated. Prohibitions. I'd say run them at 3 in the side deck. If you're going to side them at 3. That's the only way I see it being good, because you go up against a player using, let's say, E-Heroes. Their first turn, call, you go second, you draw into Prohibition. You can call any number of things with Prohibition, and they can't use that card. So, if you notice they like to go off a lot with, or you're scared of Gemini Spark, or something like that, you can call Gemini Spark, you can call Stratos, you can call, Super Poly. You can call pretty much whatever you want, and they can't use it as long as it's face up on the field. You could call MST, Heavy Storm, anything really. And if you get, it's not just for if you want to stop your opponent, it's if you have very low back row protection and you run a lot of back row, side in Prohibitions. Or if you get a lot of field present but no way to protect it, side in Prohibitions. Because let's say you get a full field and you have no way to protect it, you've got all your stuff up there. Probably wouldn't do that because you could synchro, but anyway, you get a full field and you want to protect it, so call Dark Hole, or you get a full back row and you need to keep it, call Heavy Storm. It's just good. Prohibitions are nice. They're really overlooked. Noblemen of Crossout. A lot of people don't know Gravekeepers are still a thing, so yeah. Noblemen of Crossouts are good. They're pretty nice. Good for getting rid of your opponent's defenses and everything. So, and Light Imprisoning Mirror. There's a lot more that I could do, but I don't want to make this video much longer. So, Light Imprisoning Mirror stops with agents and stuff. So, yeah, just all you need to know, stops agents. Side in Shadow Imprisonings for Dark Worlds or Gravekeepers or anything else that gives you